Linda had worked as a nurse in the maternity ward for 15 years. She had helped deliver hundreds of babies and supported many families. Everyone trusted her. She was calm, hardworking, and kind. But inside her heart, Linda carried a deep pain. She could not have children. She had tried for years. Doctors, treatments, prayers, and hope. Nothing worked. Every day at work, she watched women give birth. Some were teenagers. Some did not even want their babies. Some complained about pregnancy. Meanwhile, Linda wanted a child more than anything, but her arms were always empty. Slowly, jealousy began to grow inside her. One night, 2 women gave birth within hours of each other. The first woman was Rachel. She was rich, well-dressed, and surrounded by luxury. She and her husband celebrated the birth of their baby girl with joy, gifts, and phone calls. The second woman was Maria. She was poor, single, and tired. She had no support and was worried about how she would raise her baby girl. There was no celebration in her room, only fear of the future. Linda was assigned to both mothers that night. She watched Rachel laughing and holding her baby, surrounded by flowers and happiness, and she felt anger. She watched Maria crying quietly in her small room and felt bitterness. In Linda's mind, neither of them deserved those babies. Rachel would raise her child in luxury and pride. Maria would raise hers in poverty and struggle. But Linda believed she would have been the perfect mother. That was when a dark thought entered her mind. The babies looked almost the same. Both were girls, born the same night with similar features. What if she switched them? Rachel's baby would go home with Maria. Maria's baby would go home with Rachel. No one would ever know. At 3 a.m., Linda stood in the nursery looking at the 2 sleeping babies, and she made a decision that would change many lives forever. She switched their identity bracelets. Rachel's baby became Maria's baby. Maria's baby became Rachel's baby. The next morning, both mothers went home with the wrong child. Nobody noticed. Nobody suspected anything. Linda felt a strange satisfaction. She believed she had created fairness. Years passed. Linda continued her life. The guilt slowly faded. She almost forgot what she had done. Almost. 18 years later, Maria's daughter became seriously ill. She needed a kidney transplant urgently. Maria tried to donate, but she was not a match. Other relatives were tested, but none were compatible. The doctors were confused. Finally, they suggested a DNA test. That was when the truth was revealed. Maria was not the biological mother. The police started investigating. They tested Rachel's daughter too. She was not Rachel's biological child either. The truth was clear. The babies had been switched 18 years ago. The investigation led back to the hospital, to that night, to the nurse on duty. Linda. The police came to her house. She was retired, living alone, still without children. "Did you switch the babies?" they asked. Linda did not lie. "Yes," she said quietly. "Why?" "Because I was angry. Because it was not fair. Because I wanted them to suffer the way I suffered." The trial shocked everyone. Rachel cried in court. "You stole my child from me. My daughter lived a life of struggle when she should have had everything." Maria cried too. "My daughter suffered in poverty while my real child lived in luxury. You stole her future." The daughters also spoke. The girl raised by Maria said, I love my mother, but I am angry. My life was stolen from me before I was even 1 day old." The girl raised by Rachel said, "I love my mother, but I do not know who I am anymore. My identity was destroyed because of you." Linda sat in court and finally understood the weight of her actions. She had not created justice. She had destroyed lives. The judge sentenced her to 20 years in prison. In prison, Linda had nothing but time to think. She had wanted a child so badly that she had destroyed other people's children. Meanwhile, both families struggled with the truth. Rachel tried to reconnect with her biological daughter, but the years apart created distance. Maria tried to understand her biological daughter, but they felt like strangers. Nobody found peace. Linda served 15 years before dying in prison from cancer. Before her death, she wrote letters to all 4 of them. "I am sorry. I was jealous and cruel. I destroyed your lives because I could not accept my own pain. I do not deserve forgiveness. I just want you to know that I regret everything." None of them replied. Maria's raised daughter died at 21 because she never got the transplant she needed. The others lived with the pain of Linda's decision for the rest of their lives. All because one woman allowed jealousy to control her heart. Linda finally understood the truth. When you try to destroy someone else's life, you end up destroying your own. Jealousy makes people do terrible things. When you cannot have what you want, hurting others will not heal you. It only creates more pain. Have you ever felt jealous enough to wish harm on someone who did nothing wrong? Remember this story before you act on that feeling. Think carefully.